Adjectives that compare. Last week we talked about adjectives, and what are adjectives? We said that adjectives are words that are used to tell or describe a noun. Okay, so, and we took many types of adjectives, such as adjectives that tell how many. We also said adjectives can be a color, can be a word that describes how something feels or tastes or smells. We used many adjectives last week, and today we will be using adjectives that compare. Okay, when we would like to compare between two nouns, what do? We add er to the adjective to show, and then we add the word than after it to show that we are comparing between two nouns, such as two things or two people. Okay, it depends on what the sentence says. And if we want to compare more than two things, we add est to the adjective. Okay, so let's read and see what I'm talking about. Okay, it says you can use adjectives to compare nouns. So we will use adjectives to compare about two or more nouns. We add er to the adjective to compare between two nouns. Example, this tree is taller than that one. So now we are comparing between two trees, this tree and that tree. And what did I do to the adjective tall? I added er, and then usually the word than comes after it. So that's why we know that we are comparing between two trees. This tree is taller than that one. What if I want to compare one to like more, like a bunch of trees? What will I do? I will add est to the adjective. This tree is the tallest one of all. So we are comparing this tree to all the other trees around it. That means we are comparing more than two trees. Okay, so if we want to use an adjective and tell about one thing or one noun, we will say this tree is tall, right? Now we are only talking about one tree. This tree is tall. We want to compare two trees. That tree is taller than this one. If we want to compare more than two trees, we say our tree is the tallest of them all. Okay, let's see. On page 352, it says here, name the correct ending er or est for each adjective in the parenthesis. Then tell the new word. Okay, so here we will the adjective that is in between brackets, we will add er or est according to see whether we are comparing two or more. Okay. It says here, Mr. Locke's yard is wide than our yard. So here we're comparing two yards, Mr. Locke's and our. So what will we add? We'll add er or est. We will add er. So our new sentence would be, Mr. Locke's yard is wider than our yard. Okay, since the adjective already ends with e, we will remove the e and we add er. Okay, our lawn is the green one around. Our lawn is the green one around. We are comparing our lawn to all the other lawns, so that is more than two lawns. Okay, so we will add est to the adjective green. Okay, so that means our sentence will be, our lawn is the greenest one around. Okay, so remember, when you are comparing two nouns or two things or two people or two places, you add er. When you are comparing more, you add est. Okay, here it says Mr. Locke's yard and our yard. That's two, so we added er. Here is our lawn is the greenest one around. The lawn is compared to all the other lawns. Okay. Number 3, is the oak tree tall than the elm tree? How many trees are we comparing here? We are comparing 2. Why? Because we're talking about the oak tree and the elm tree. So we will add ER. So is the oak tree taller than the elm tree? Number 4, this week is the warm this spring. So we are comparing this week to all the weeks during spring. Okay, so that is more than 2 weeks. Okay, so the answer, and we will add EST. So this week is the warmest this spring. So that means this week was the most warmest out of all the other weeks in spring. Okay. Number 5, your backyard is cooler than, I'm sorry, I answered. This backyard is cool than mine. Okay, we are comparing your backyard and my backyard. So we will add ER. So the answer would be your backyard is cooler than mine. Why? Because we are comparing 2 backyards. All right. Next, on page 353, we will do the same thing. We will add ER or EST to the adjective in the brackets. Okay. My plant. You know what you guys should do? You guys should stop the video and try to answer it by yourself, and then check the video again after you finish. Okay. Here, my plant is the small one here. Okay, so that means I'm comparing my plant to all the other plants. What will we add? We'll add EST. So the answer would be my plant is the smallest one here. Number 7, this plant looks sick than that plant. We're comparing 2 plants. Why? We are comparing this plant and that plant. So that's 2. So that means we will add ER. This plant looks sicker than that. That means they are like more sick. Okay. Number 8. These leaves are the brown of all. We are comparing the leaves to all the other leaves. They are the brownest. Okay. These are the brownest leaves of all. Number 9. Victoria's plant is taller than mine. We are comparing Victoria's plant and my plant. So what will we do? We will taller. Very good. Okay, because we are comparing 2 plants. So that's why we added ER. But if we said Victoria's plant is the tallest of all, we will add EST. But here it says Victoria's plant and my plant. So that's why we added ER. Okay, this dirt feels damp than that dirt. This, I'm sorry. So we're comparing the dirt, soil, this soil and that soil. So you also add ER. Okay. And from 11 to 15, we will, it says here, we will fill in the blank with the articles a or an and circle the action verb. So here we will do two things. We will fill in, we will put the correct article, and then we will circle the action verb, only the action verb. Okay? Remember, action verb is a verb that shows action. Okay, number 11. Yesterday was a blank rainy day. Okay, remember we use an article. We use a or a when the next word begins with a consonant letter. We use an when the next word or the noun begins with a vowel. If you guys Remember, a vowel. A vowel are the letters A, E, I, O, and U. Okay, the vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. And remember the smiley face that we drew? So we use "and" with them. But we use A or A when the next word begins with a consonant letter, which are the other letters of the alphabet. So yesterday was a rainy day or an rainy day. Rainy is begins with a consonant letter, so we will put here A or A. Okay, yesterday was a rainy day. Okay, blank inch, number 12, blank inch of rain fell. Okay, inch here begins with I, which is a vowel, so an inch of rain fell. Okay, so number 11, we didn't circle any verb because there's no action verb. The only verb here is was, which is a linking verb. Remember, linking verb is a verb that used to link the subject to the rest of the sentence or the predicate. Okay, so there's a linking verb is usually verb to be, and it shows no action. But here, number 12, an inch of rain fell. What word here or what where's the verb that shows action? Fell. So we will circle fell. Okay, I will make a circle next to it so you know that you have to circle fell. Number 13. Al and I looked out blank open window. The next word here is open. Open begins with O, which is a vowel. That means we will write an. Al and I looked out an open window. Okay, where is the action verb here? Al and I looked out. Look. So look is the action verb, and we will make a circle around the word looked because it's the action verb. And here we put an because the next word is open, and O begins with a vowel. Okay, number 14. A cloud moved away from the sun. A cloud begins with C, which is a consonant. So that means we will put a. A cloud moved away from the sun. Okay, where is the action verb? A cloud moved away from the sun. Moved is the action word, and we will circle moved. Okay, then blank rainbow appeared in the sky. Rainbow begins with R, so then a rainbow appeared in the sky. Okay, and why? Because rainbow begins with R, and the verb is appeared. Appeared means to come out or to see. So appeared is the action verb, and we will circle appeared. Okay, so that was our lesson today. We learned how to compare between two or more nouns. Okay, so what I want you guys to do now is to open the language arts practice book and try to answer what page? I think okay, I will make another video and you can complete the language the page in the language arts practice book, and I will make another video and so you can check your answers. Okay, bye.